We'll get a very different perspective from the Speaker of the House, John Boehner. Once the President informed all of us he would be addressing the nation, tonight it didn't take very long for the Speaker of the House to make a similar announcement. Now let's go to Capitol Hill, the Speaker of the House.
Good evening. I'm John Boehner. I serve as Speaker of the whole House, of the members of both parties that you elect. These are difficult times in the life of our nation. Millions are looking...
I got to cut in here for a minute. I'm glad President Obama didn't say, I'm President of the whole United States. I mean, what? I mean, just listen to how he starts here, and that'll tell you everything.
Like the President's proposal to give more generous tax breaks to small businesses and the idea of pulling back burdensome government regulations. So far, President Obama is selling his plan to pay for the jobs bill as a single idea. But realistically, there's no way that will ever get through a divided Congress. Republicans say that certain parts of the President's plan, though, should be considered individually.
Now we'll get a very different perspective from the Speaker of the House, John Boehner. Once the President informed all of us he would be addressing the nation, tonight it didn't take very long for the Speaker of the House to make a similar announcement. Now let's go to Capitol Hill, the Speaker of the House.
Good evening. I'm John Boehner. I serve as Speaker of the whole House, of the members of both parties that you elect. These are difficult times in the life of our nation. Millions are looking for work and have been for some time. And the spending binge going on in Washington is a big part of the reason why. Before I served in Congress, I ran a small business in Ohio. I was amazed at how different Washington, D.C. operated than every other business in America. Where most American businesses make the hard choices to pay their bills, live within their means, in Washington...
Is that true? Do you know of any business that ain't got no credit line? If a business had to live within its means, it would close.
Yes, sir.
Who do you think he's talking to? Why do you think businesses sometimes fail? Because they take chances. That if I can go and invest in this equipment or that equipment, I can make more money. They hope that the customer base will support it. And more times than not, the customer base does. The people extend their credit, then they pay it. If you don't have no credit, if you can't get no credit line, most businesses are out of business. So he's standing up talking to you like he think you are. He think everybody's still stupid. We all still ignorant and don't nobody really know what's going on. So listen.
More spending and more debt is business as usual. Well, I've got news for Washington. Those days are over. President Obama came to Congress in January and requested business as usual. He had another routine increase in the national debt, but we in the House said, not so fast. Here was the President asking for the largest debt increase in American history on the heels of the largest spending binge in American history. And here's what we got for that massive spending binge.
The thing he failed to tell you is what the President did tell you. He said raising the debt ceiling is not him being allowed to spend more money. It was to pay the bills that Congress already made. But they tried to dump that on him. Listen. Oh, if I say something, if I give some misinformation, please stop me.
A new health care bill that most Americans never asked for. A stimulus bill that's more effective in producing material for late-night comedians than it was in producing jobs. And a national...
He said a national health care bill that most Americans never asked for. That's why they asked for that when they elected President Obama. I mean, they elected President Obama to get national health. Ain't that one of the things he said he worked on? Then what do you mean most Americans didn't ask for that? Now he's trying to tell you, you know how to do you when you're looking at something. Well, you ain't really seeing. Are you going to believe me or your lying eyes? But you know how it goes. Don't reinterpret for you what you're looking at. But listen.
Debt that has gotten so out of hand, it sparked a crisis without precedent in my lifetime or yours. The United States cannot default on its debt obligations. The jobs and savings of too many Americans are at stake.
If he meant that, why did they have that long discussion about defaulting on the debt? Why did they attach that to some kind of argument? Why didn't they just say, okay, go on and pay that. Now we're going to talk about this other stuff here. Huh? Now you're playing with your mind. Listen.
What we told the President in January was this, that the American people will not accept an increase in the debt limit without significant spending cuts and reforms.
He told the President. What? I didn't hear that. George Bush told the Congress, we're going to war. Didn't he? Did the Congress tell him anything? Because he's the what? He's the chief executive officer of the United States government. But we told the President. Now you see what it's about, right? He can't say that. We told that nigga. Now that's what it was really was. That's what he really was saying. And listen.
And over the last 6 months, we've done our best to convince the President to partner with us to do something dramatic to change the fiscal trajectory of our country. Something that will boost confidence in our economy, renew a measure of faith in our...
Let us help you be the President. He got partners already. He got a whole cabinet full of partners. You got your little office in there, and your page for it. And you telling the President won't he partner with you?
Government and help small businesses get back on track. Last week, the House passed such a plan, and with bipartisan support. It's called the Cut, Cap, and Balance Act. It cuts and caps government spending and paves the way for a balanced budget amendment to the Constitution, which we believe is the best way to stop Washington from spending money that it doesn't have. Before we even passed the bill in the House, the President said he would veto it. I want you to know I made a sincere effort to work with the President to identify a path forward that would implement the principles of cut, cap, and balance in a manner that could secure bipartisan support and be signed into law. And I'll tell you, I gave it my all. Unfortunately, the President would not take yes for an answer. Even when we thought we might be close to an agreement, the President's demands changed. The President has often said we need a balanced approach, which in Washington means we spend more and you pay more.
No, that's not. We're not interested in what it means in Washington. We want to know what the President meant by it. He said that what he meant by that was to certainly we got to cut some of the spending, but at the same time we have to raise revenue. You can't just when you over your head in debt. You got to figure out a way to make more money. You can't just start cutting spending. Because you're already indebted more than you got coming in. And certain things you just can't cut. If you start cutting without raising revenue, what you actually doing is cutting off even more of your revenue. You're going to put more people out of jobs without actually making any new jobs. Now, how intelligent is that? But he know more. Now, Boehner, he know more than the whole cabinet that the president got there with him, he's smart. He's the smartest one. He should have been president. Trouble is, the people didn't elect him for the president. They didn't elect him to make that judgment. They elected Barack Obama to make those kind of decisions. Listen.
Having run a small business, I know those tax increases will destroy jobs. The president is adamant that we cannot make fundamental changes to our entitlement programs. As a father of two daughters, I know these programs won't be there for them and their kids unless significant action is taken now. And the sad truth is that the president wanted a blank check 6 months ago, and he wants a blank check today. This is just not going to happen. You see, there's no stalemate here in Congress. The House passed a bill to raise the debt limit with bipartisan support. And this week, while the Senate is struggling to pass a bill filled with phony accounting and Washington gimmicks, we're going to pass another bill, one that was developed with the support of the bipartisan leadership of the U.S. Senate. Obviously, I expect that bill can and will pass the Senate and be sent to the president for a signature. And if the president signs it, the crisis atmosphere that he has created will...
In other words, he do what we say or nothing. He ain't the president. We taking his power. That's what he's saying, right? No, you sign the bill, we make out here. Huh? Okay. Well, if he sign it, and when it don't nothing happen and things get worse, he gets the blame, right?
Yes.
Listen.
Simply disappear. The debt limit will be raised, spending will be cut by more than $1 trillion, and a serious bipartisan committee of the Congress will begin the hard but necessary work of dealing with the tough challenges our nation faces. Individuals doing this work...
Now remember now, he said that we need to go and pay our debt, right? Yes. Then what do you mean if he signed this bill, the debt limit would be raised? That's what he said, right? Yes. Maybe I didn't catch it. Maybe I don't want to lie on the man.
The bill can and will pass the Senate and be sent to the president for a signature. And if the president signs it, the crisis atmosphere that he has created will simply disappear. The debt limit will be raised, spending will be cut by more than $1 trillion, and a serious bipartisan committee of the...
So the president wasn't lying on him, was it? They was telling him that if you don't do what we say, we ain't going to raise the debt limit. Huh? But it's a crisis he created, huh? Well, why ain't he holding all the aces then? If he created it, then he should have all of the cards. Huh?
Congress will begin the hard but necessary work of dealing with the tough challenges our nation faces. Individuals doing this work will not be outsiders, but elected representatives of the people doing the job they were elected to do as outlined in the Constitution.
Who is the president, and how did he get in there? What job he trying to do? Ain't he trying to do the job he was elected to do? Yes, sir. Which was to be the what? The chief executive officer of the United States government. The majority of the people in the country, by electing him, said, we trust his judgment. Yes, sir. If the majority of the people said they trust his judgment, what's the Congress supposed to do? In a democratic government. Huh? Trust his judgment too? Yes, sir. Since he's the one with all the advisors and they ain't got none.